Hello and welcome to the Geometry Classwork 324 YouTube guide. So, figured I'd get started making some YouTube videos for this quarter. So here is our first one, identifying trig ratios, level 1. Find the value of sine W rounded to the nearest hundredth. Once again, I'm going to say it every single time to all my students. Draw the picture. I'm going to turn the beautiful triangle onto its side just because it's easier to draw that way, and keep everything 8 and 4. So we need to remember sine. Sine is the opposite over the hypotenuse. So in this case, sine W is 4 over 8, or 1/2. They said round to the nearest. Find the value of sine W. Well, the value of sine W is 1/2. So I'm going to type in 0.5. Submit. And I got it right. Let's do another one. So here is another one, number 2. And then we're going to draw the beautiful picture. Like always, draw the picture, draw the picture, draw the picture. T, 6U. And 8s, and this time they want cosine as a fraction, cosine of u. So cosine u means the adjacent over the hypotenuse. Oh shoot, we don't have the hypotenuse because the hypotenuse is always across from that right angle, which means I need to find out how big the hypotenuse is. Luckily, this is a right triangle, which means we can use a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So a is 6 plus b is 8 equals c squared. 36 plus 64 equals c squared. That's 100 equals c squared, and square root, and you get 10 equals c. That is just a Pythagorean triplet that I know and memorize, 6, 8, 10. So now, if I was trying to do cosine u, I would get the adjacent, which would be 6 over 10. Simplify that down to 3 over 5. 3 over 5. And submit. There we go. All done. Next is identify opposite, adjacent, and hypotenuse. Oh, this is cool. So I think I'm going to put the iPad away for this one. So let's just make Delta Math the big screen. So what is the opposite of E? So here's E. The opposite to E is going to be all the way across here, which is H and V. Well, the second one is the only one that has H and V. Submit. And yes. Yay! Let's do another one. Which segment is the hypotenuse? Draw a line through it, and we get TB. Or BT. Submit. Yay! And finally, which segment is hypotenuse? Once again, draw through AN or NA. North America. Ooh. Submit. Yes. All right. That one wasn't too bad. Identify trig ratios. No diagram. You know, this one I put on because it has the words no diagram, which automatically tells me draw your own picture. And of course, Delta Math freezes for a second. Oh, there it goes. So let's see here. We are going to draw a picture. In a triangle EFG, the measures of G is 90. Perfect. I know exactly to draw a right triangle now and put G by the 90. I'm going to put F here and E here. Those two letters don't matter. The only one that matters is the 90-degree one. G to F is 33 units. F to E, which is our hypotenuse, is 65. And EG, 56. What is the ratio that represents sine? F is opposite over hypotenuse. So here's F. The opposite would be 56. So 56 over 65. And what ratio? Ooh, it does not say anything about rounding or anything, so I'm going to leave it as a fraction. However, can I simplify this fraction at all? If I brought home my good calculator, I would know. If anything, you know what I could do since this is just homework? I'm going to just type it in the way it is. Submit. Oh, yes, I was good. Usually what happens is Delta Math will tell you you have the correct answer, but it's not simplified, which means you have to simplify it. If you have one of our scientific calculators, it will auto-simplify fractions if you put them in. Let's do another one. All right, number 4. So, once again, hey, look at that. 90-degree angle for y. So that tells me draw a picture. Put my y there. X and W. Whoop, zoom in a little bit. XW is 61. XW, that's our hypotenuse. That one, 60. And YX is 11. And they want sine W. So once again, sine W means the opposite, 11 over hypotenuse, 11 over 61. And perfecto. All right, next up is trig word problems. All right. Once again, the biggest thing that I'm always going to tell you guys, draw pictures. They help so much. From a hot air balloon. Okay, cool. I need a hot air balloon. There's a little guy in the hot air balloon. There we go. I draw a little sun on his hot air balloon. All right. Nayeli measures a 35 angle of depression. So angle of depression means we're going to draw a line straight out. Draw a line straight down. Depression is going to be this angle right here. This is our depression. It goes down, down. And that's 35 degrees. To a landmark that's 905 feet away. 905 feet away, which means we have to go straight down like this. And let's small eraser a little bit. This a landmark. I don't know. It's going to be Mickey Mouse. Sorry, I drew a picture of Mickey Mouse today. Yay! There is my horrible drawing of Mickey Mouse. Measuring horizontally, so that's why it's up top. What is the balloon's vertical distance above the ground? So we want to know this, the vertical distance above the ground. Oh, well, if I look at it, this is our right angle. This would be our hypotenuse. So we don't have hypotenuse. So the only thing that is not hypotenuse is tangent. So tangent 35 equals the opposite, x over 905. All right, house method. Draw a line. Draw a house. Let's see here. We got to multiply by 905. Multiply by 905. What do they want us to round to? Nearest tenth of a foot. All right, so this is once again, I've never used the Desmos calculator for this. Let's try this. All right, go back for a second. Let's do 905 times tangent 35. And we get this number over here, which you guys can't see. I get x is equal to 633.6878221. But we want the nearest tenth of a foot, so that's a 6. 8 rounds up to a 7. 633.7 feet. 633.7 feet. Enter. Enter. Done. Yes. Drawing pictures for the win. All right. Number 6. Let's do another one of those. That was kind of cool. The angle of elevation to a nearby tree from a point on the ground is measured to be 54. How tall is the tree? Okay. If the point on the ground is 89. So, this time we have some person hanging out here. You're like, oh my gosh, that's a huge tree. There's my tree. They're looking up at the tree. They're looking straight up at the tree. And they know they are, let's see here, it's 54 degrees to look up at the tree. And then, of course, we have our right angle right here. Boom, boom, boom. They want to know how tall the tree is. So we want to know this side, which is going to be X. And they know they are 89 feet from the tree. All right, so once again, hypotenuse would be the purple line. So we still need a tangent. So tangent 54 equals opposite over hypotenuse. Multiply by 89. And round to the nearest hundredth this time. Okay, cool. So using the Desmos calculator was actually kind of good working. So 89 times TAN parentheses. Can I do it that way? 54 close parentheses. I can. Sweet. So that means X is equal to 122.4979909. And they said to the nearest hundredth, so tenths, hundredths. That rounds up, turns that 9 into a 10, which means that's a 0, that's a 5, 2, 2, 1. So 122.50 feet. Bingo. Got it done. All right, and our last one, sine, cosine, complementary angles. And Delta Math is going to have fun with thinking. Come on, Delta Math. Oh, no. I really broke it. Oh, well. There we go. All right. So, number 7. Like always, step 1, draw a picture. All right. Picture. 20, 48, 52. 20, 48, 52. OPQ. All right, we need cosine P. Cosine P. Cosine means adjacent, 20 over the hypotenuse, 52. Sweet. We want sine Q, which is going to be the opposite, 20 over the hypotenuse. Oh, they're both 20 over 52. Simplify. I could cut these in half. So half of 20 is 10. Half of 52, 26. Oh, darn it, I can cut it in half. 5 and 13. So 5 and they're both 5 and 13. Okay, so 5 over 13. Tab 5 over 13. Hey! 5 over 13. And they are equal. Because OP is adjacent to P and opposite of Q. Yes? Yes. All right. Cool. So, hopefully this all helped you guys. I appreciate it if you give me a like and a thumbs up or maybe subscribe. But I'll be around next time. If you have any other questions, send me a picture on Remind. Thank you.